Hello, this is Angie Rodriguez. This is me presenting my first technology or emerging technology, which is TED Ed lessons. Here I am displaying the TED Ed website. Here I am logged in. I've already made my free account. So some of the things that I'm going to go ahead and cover here are some of the things that you can do on this website. So as an educator, there are many different videos and resources that you can use in and out of the classroom. I'm going to go ahead and start here where it says discover. So you can click where it says lessons and watch video-based lessons organized by subject and age. So for example, my subject is biology as a high school teacher right now currently. So you can pick from the arts, business, design, health, literature, mathematics. The possibilities are endless. I would be under science and technology, specifically life sciences. And as you can see here, you have a lot of different varieties from the TED videos that you can find on their website and also on YouTube. For example, here I'm going to click on taxonomy. This is one topic that is coming up in my classroom. So here they do give you a video. You can share it via the social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, WhatsApp. Email it to your colleagues or your students, and also even share it on the Google Classroom, which I frequently use through my district. So you can watch this, pause it, have discussions with your students. In the think section, they do provide multiple choice questions here. And if your students do need to go back, they can go back to the video, which is right here next to them. So you can even link this lesson in your, let's say, in your PowerPoint notes or in your Google Slides, or you can share the link, let's say, through Google Classroom or whatever other platform you may use. So not only do they provide those multiple choice questions, they also give you the open-ended questions, which does give them that higher order thinking skills to use in the classroom, or even if, let's say, if it's for homework. So here you can give them a wide variety of questions. Here they give them 7. This is a pre-made lesson, by the way. In Dig Deeper, you do have other resources that you can check out. So for example, the topic here is classification and taxonomy. So here there's certain videos that you can access. For example, the one I usually use is Amoeba Sisters. So when you do click on it, it does give you access to the video automatically.
I found out what college I'm going to apply to.
Finally,
am I right?
I'm going to go ahead and pause that and go back to the TED website. And then it gives you other additional resources, such as another lesson. For example, if I want to click on a lesson on species that goes with this one called taxonomy, I can, and it gives me this additional video. So you can also create your own questions through the TED website, or even also post those questions on the lesson creator, which is right here, where you can build your own lesson based on the videos that say that you have, or based on the videos that say that the TED website also has. And lastly, to go over the last part here, discussion. The discussion part is usually made by the person that made the lesson. For example, the one that made this particular lesson is Kim Prishoff, the lesson creator, and it tells you the location. So you can view your students' responses here to the question. It tells you the date, it tells you their name, it tells you that their lesson is completed. For example, this one, this person named Noah Briggs completed the lesson, and then they answered the discussion question. This one over here for Maria Jose Mora, their lesson is in progress. So it does give you an update on what your students are doing as well. Now, to create the lesson, I'm going to go ahead and show you here something quick. I'm going to go ahead and put the same topic that I looked up, which is taxonomy, and search it up here. So what is pretty neat to see here is that you can look up these videos on YouTube, but what I like is it does filter out any of the videos that are not actually going on point with the curriculum. So for example, it tells you here how long it is, the title, of course, the company or the association that made that video, how old that video is, and how many views they have. So it does give you a wide variety of videos. Here's that same video. You can use that again and create your own, let's say, multiple choice questions, open-ended questions, and even your own discussion as well. So I'm going to just click on Introduction to Taxonomy. It tells you here if you want to subscribe. You can even preview the video here if you want to watch it.
A drone fly, buzzing from flower to flower. This
just take a quick snippet of it to see if it's suitable for you and your students. I'm going to go ahead and click Continue here. So you can change the lesson title. I'm going to leave it as Intro to Taxonomy, and you would save that. So you get started here. You can change the video if you change your mind, of course. You can even crop it to make it shorter. In the Let's Begin part here, you can give your students a little introduction. Let's say, for example, you can say, what do you think taxonomy involves when speaking of different organisms in the world, let's say. So you can have an introductory question, or you can, let's say, give them a definition maybe of taxonomy to give them a clue. So here you can put, for example, taxonomy is the system of classifying different organisms, let's say, around the world. Okay. Save that. And then in the think part, this is where you put the multiple choice questions, open answer questions, or open-ended. In the dig deeper, you can give them supplemental info, such as an image. Let's say you want to give them an image on a certain type of animal that you want them to classify in, let's say, in this particular lesson, or something that you want them to talk with their shoulder partner, have meaningful conversations in the classroom to spark their curiosity. You can put a link here, for example, let's say of another video. You can link your own notes, such as PowerPoint, Google Slides, Prezi, or any other technologies that may use in the classroom. For the discussion, you would put here the question or the prompt that you want them to answer to. So that would be, for example, when I showed you that Ms. Kim Preshoff made the other discussion post or the lesson, and then you would see the students' progress, whether they completed the lesson or not, and you would also see if they answered the question in the discussion. And finally, conclusion, some closing thoughts for your lesson. So you can put here, let's say, an exit ticket. You can maybe link in another activity, such as an interactive. So this would definitely follow a flipped classroom, which is part of your blended learning environment. And of course, once you're done, you would hit that publish button. Under more, you can preview it, view the summary, adjust the settings. If you want to delete the lesson and maybe start from scratch, you can. And you can also get help in regards to maybe using this platform as well. So I'm going to go back to the main site here, the main page. And under where, for example, where I put my picture, you can go back to the lessons. For example, here I created or started some lessons here. Now, if you create a lesson, you can go back over here where your name is under your lessons, and you can actually see how many students answered questions, how many students addressed the discussion posts, how many have completed the lessons or are in progress as well. So you can also delete them from here. You can also check out who viewed your lessons, who started your lessons, completed. Drafts would be the ones that you started and you haven't finished, and the ones that are published would be under here as well. And you can even create a lesson from this page as well. Other things that you can use in this TED-Ed website to have your blended classroom is student talks. So your students can apply to talk as part of a class, club, or other program through the TED-Ed Foundation. Educators can also do the same, and you can nominate other educators to work with TED-Ed as well. The support, they just talk about donating and shopping to fund their company here. You can also do or look up a series of videos as well if you want to engage your students more. So for example, I'm science. Let's say I'm talking about climate change here. It gives you a little group of videos that you can check out or show your students and have meaningful discussions as well. So it just depends on your subject matter, your curriculum, of course. And they also give you a blog here, so you can read different blogs or little articles with your students, or you can assign them to your students. And you can definitely use that for your blended learning environment as well. So this is Angie Rodriguez, just presenting TED-Ed lessons and the different technologies that they can use or that you can use in a blended learning environment. Thank you.